So people ask me all the time about theories that don't make the cut. Well, here's one for you. When I first wanted to do an episode on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I was hoping that I could expose Bucky as a secret millionaire. You see, Falcon and the Winter Soldier deals a lot with Sam's financial troubles.
I know your family has banked with us for generations, but we cannot approve you.
Which, in and of itself, is kind of ridiculous, considering he's a main hired gun for the world's most powerful private military. It's probably a theory for another day, but no one ever talks about Buck, even though he's had decades to grow his wealth while he sat in the ground frozen. I mean, my schools didn't teach me much about money, but they did teach me the power of compound interest, baby! Invest a bit now, and in like a bunch of years, you're gonna be a millionaire. So I was like, I'm gonna calculate how much Bucky Barnes would earn in interest since 1942. And I bet that we're gonna find out that he's like one of the richest characters in the Marvel Universe. So I broke out the old number cruncher. Thanks to the 1942 Pay Readjustment Act, we know how much Bucky would be making throughout his career. As an Army private first class in World War II, his salary would have been about $50 a month. Doesn't sound like a lot, but remember, this is old-timey dollars. Those are always worth a bunch more. He probably got promoted up to corporal right out of training camp and started making $66 a month. By the time he visits Steve Rogers at the beginning of Captain America, he was a sergeant and would be making $78 a month until his last 2 months in service, in which a 5% bonus would kick in, earning him $81.90. That totals just around $2,788 throughout his military career. Let's then say that he was a financially savvy guy and got himself a 3% interest savings account compounded monthly, into which he deposited his whole paycheck. That means that through his military career, Bucky Barnes would have earned roughly $4,940.94. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, and definitely not enough money to warrant getting thrown off a train and losing your arm. But wait for it, after 78 years of compound interest, drum roll please! Wait, that's it? It still only comes out to $51,143.50. After 78 years, Bucky is still not even beating the average income for an American male in 2020 at $52,004. Moral of the story, don't trust Mr. Cole, my 10th grade economics teacher. Compound interest, meh. All in on Dogecoin! Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that tries to
do better.
Speaking of being better, if you want to be better at working from home, check out the interview we just did over on the Rocket Learn YouTube channel, our sponsor for today's episode. Steph and I went on their new series, Big Change, to share our experiences trying to work at home with your significant other for nearly a decade. Nowadays, I think most of us are going through something like that, so learn the importance of headphones, desks, and honest conversations with your roommates by checking out that episode. Link is down in the description below and at the end of the video. Now, if you ended up passing on the first season of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, first of all, you missed out on a piece of the MCU that could most definitely
do better.
The whole thing kind of feels rushed and chopped to pieces. It's fine, I guess, but it feels like the first real Marvel property to struggle with the balance between telling a compelling story while also being beholden to setting up the next 5 years worth of Marvel plots and merch bait. That said, well, it certainly wasn't one of the most highly